Hey guys, it is time for our family meeting. It's me, Adrienne, and I'm excited to chat with you all today. If you get the notification, go ahead and come on into the meeting. I feel like we are not live, but I'm going to wait and see if it's going to pop up on Facebook. I'll give it a second to connect and see what is going on. We will see if it's going to connect to the Facebook. We will see. If not, oh, yep, there it is. So we are actually live. So you can do two things. I have my iPad over here. I see Troy popping in. There is Troy.
Hey,
So
hey.
I see your comments on Facebook at the same time. If you can't join us live, that's perfectly okay. But we're gonna talk about some announcements. We're going to talk about life of the party, and we're going to talk about goal setting today. Hello, Troy.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good. I just looked at the clock and I was like, you sent me that message and I was like, oh, wait, it's already after 1. So 12 o'clock here.
Yeah. 1 Colorado time. It is noon Arizona time.
After this, I need to talk to you about something.
Ooh, am I in trouble?
No. I need to share something with you about a process that I was in and what it's doing. And then I logged into my account and I'm not seeing anything, and I'll share it with you. And I already figured out how to terminate the agreement.
Well, the teacher brain in me is like, oh, my principal is talking to me. I must be in trouble.
I hate that. I hate that feeling. I do.
So, I got to go to the principal's office, and I guess I'll be back. All right. Let me see if I can turn this on. Oh, there's Denisha. I think she's getting her hair done or something.
Denisha's getting her hair did?
What's happening? And then I think somebody's in the background. Who's that in the back?
Josh.
Is that Jocelyn? What's up, girl?
What's up?
Jocelyn, when I moved to Arizona, what can you do with this, girl? What can you do with this?
Do hair, not miracles, okay?
Wow, Denisha, thanks. Actually, I need to get Adrienne's already giving me a hard time about it. She's like, you need to clean this up.
No.
And you don't need to go do it yourself. You need to go to someone who can shape it up nicely and everything. So
I cannot look, Denisha. I said to him, he cannot be on my arm at the black and white ball like that. He needs some manscaping on that, please.
What? I think, what is it for you, Adrienne? Is it the color, or you just?
No,
she just wants me to trim it up.
Trim it up. Just a little bit of tightening. Just a little bit.
See a little bit. Thin it out a little bit, maybe. But black and white ball.
Yes.
Black and white ball.
The gala.
Oh, gala. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
You do know
yet?
I do know.
It's black and white. You got to wear black or white.
Yeah, well, that would be black.
Just checking, girl. Just checking.
Yes, girl. Got you.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a ball gown outfit. What do you go? Are you wearing black?
I'm wearing black and white, like a floral kind of black and white. I got the top at what's the name of that place? Ashley Stewart.
Ooh.
Yes. So I'm working on the bottom part.
Okay, so it's a 2-piece. I got a jumpsuit in mind. I think I got to do a jumpsuit.
And Valerie is already sex kittened it up for Pitbull. So just make sure you come correct, girlfriend. Okay. Don't be sleeping on Valerie.
Right.
Okay. So it should be good.
Valerie is cute. She be holding out on us.
Mm-hmm. When Valerie does her face and does her hair, I'll be like, oh, who is this?
A whole new person.
She gets a whole new person.
Most of the time, but boy, she really turns it up.
We need a nickname for her, alter ego.
She needs one. That is funny.
So we'll go ahead and get started so we can keep it to our hour, because we could talk all day because we all love each other. So a couple of announcements that I have today. We have The life of the party announcements, which are the most important. Michelle achieved bronze. She woo woo. She is bronze. Lisa did silver, and of course, Miss Denisha, who's on the call, is gold. So I wanted to make sure anybody who watches the replay knows that Lisa at silver. Well, everybody gets access to. Are you okay, Denisha?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking. I'm
Okay. Everybody who achieves life of the party, of course, gets access to the life of the party pieces. But then Lisa at silver gets one of every of the convention pieces that's going to be shown, and so does Denisha. But then Denisha at gold gets 10 of the Z pieces. Woo woo! And I don't know if this is completely confirmed yet. You get the Z bracelets too. Okay, so you can't quote me on that, but I was watching C Key today, and she said the silver people get the bracelets.
What?
Have you ever seen the Z bracelets?
Oh,
I think I have one. I mean, I know I have one. It's whether I can put my hand on
They
it.
are glam.
Right. Let me see. Oh, here's one.
oh, I.
Mandy gave this to me as a gift. She got this at the convention.
Oh, so they're like, oh yeah.
But you cannot sell them, and you can buy them, but we're not allowed to sell them. So you can give them away as prizes, or like this one. This one is mine. I'm not giving this to nobody.
Oh.
And they match the Z necklaces. So Denisha will get some of these possibly. So that's super exciting. And of course, there's the Life of the Party luncheon, and you'll get your Life of the Party branded bag as well. Excuse me. And then the other announcement I had was that the following amazing bombshells are active this month with 50 PV, which means they have purchased 25 pieces so far. We have Michelle, woo woo, Lisa, Troy, Troy, Mardia, Deja, Frenchie, Denisha, the other Michelle, and Jocelyn, who is back there. Woo woo! So they are all active, which means they have purchased 25 pieces in the back office, which means you're on the consultant locator. So if someone is in your neighborhood, they can find you by typing in your zip code. It means you're actively working your business, keeping your inventory fresh. And there's one other thing that happens, and I can't remember what it is. Well, I'll remember in a little bit. I meant to write it down and I forgot. So those are the updates. Okay. Anybody have anything to add to that? I don't know what's going on under you with your teams. Nothing new?
Nothing new.
Nothing over there? Nene?
Then I have my own little group. So it's called Prosper on Purpose Bombshells.
Oh, look at you.
I'm trying to be a greater leader, and I dove straight into it quite yet, but the plans that I have is just to be I just want to be more open and more accessible. And I feel like in a smaller platform you can do so. I do kind of feel like you cover all bases, Adrian, which I love you for because you're more hands-on of us. I don't know. I could be over talking for some people, but you're so available all the time, and I really appreciate that. So I love having our group. I hope, no offense or anything like that, but I just wanted to start my own thing, to where as I plan to start growing and adding more consultants or personal sponsors that I can have like those my videos already set. Like I don't know if you guys remember when I to the group, I reloaded those and put those Prosper on Purpose group, and so that way when they're so completely lost, they have somewhere to go to and like actually watch the video and just what I'm saying, quick to get them on board real quick if I'm not like immediately available at that moment. So that was something I was kind of excited about because I've been wanting for a while and I just been procrastinating. So finally, that was like, okay, did it. So
No, that's an excellent idea, and that's what you should do, right? And Michelle and I, we went to lunch, or well, it turned into lunch because once we start talking, we can keep talking forever. And we were talking about the group, and I was explaining to her like my path was different than you all's path because Mandy was there, and Mandy fluctuates in her attentiveness to paparazzi with things going on in her life. So I kind of had to do things on my own, right? So I had to create a group, even though it was just me and Michelle
Right.
for a while, right? Whereas for Troy, what are you doing?
Sorry, my phone shut off.
But so for you guys, like you said, I'm very present. I'm here for you guys no matter what, 24/7. But for me, I was like, where do I go? I'm on the internet watching YouTube, trying to figure this out. Whereas, so then for me, I was like searching everywhere to find this information. But for you guys, you're like, well, I can just like text Adrienne and she'll answer my question. So to your point, like you want to have this resource for people to come find Denisha because you are their person, right? So there's no harm, no foul. I don't care either way. I want people to know in our team that if they have a question about goal setting, well, Troy's your man because he knows all about that life coaching and how you can set those things up. I want them to have the freedom to go to anybody in the group, but also know that Denisha has this library of videos she's created personally for her team too. And that's the way it should be.
Awesome. Well,
right.
Yep, that's that. And I created my YouTube channel finally too. So I was super happy about that. So not really big activity. I did it because I finally launched my website, which is still a soft launch because I just haven't blasted it yet. So I have to get creative and figure out how I'm gonna market my website and really put that out there. But I wanted to create a welcome video, and that's what I did for my YouTube channel. So that's how it all happened. But yeah, so that's what I was proud of the past couple weeks. I did. Sorry to interrupt too. I just want to get out because I forget stuff. But last week when you guys, or the last meeting when we were talking about algorithms and all that other stuff on different platforms, I did do some of those things. Like what stuck out the most for me was doing the stories, and so like I've done more stories. I'm still doing better, but like my personal ones, especially just to try to get into the rhythm of things, I started declarating my stories, and yes, I did start seeing more eyes watching it. I went back to using business suites again. Forgetting how awesome it is to schedule all my damn posts. And I haven't, not all of them, but at least when I do my set of the days, I dress my mannequin, and I just do that all on Sundays. Dress my mannequin, post all my or schedule all my lives. What am I talking about? Schedule all my posts.
Right.
Every day for those, and that's just like, oh my god, that is so awesome. Like I can move on to something else. I'm not panicking at 10:30 every day trying to make sure I'm on time. I'm like, why have I been working harder? So that I'm going to start putting more in place for everything, not just my set of the days. I gotta get real strategic, take the time that it needs to take to get all that stuff done. And this is with all the businesses I got going on. I need to just, I'm like, why am I doing all this work? Like why? So yeah, so thank you guys for that. That was super helpful. And I executed immediately. And so that was great.
Awesome. And a pro tip for that too is, I don't know if I think I told Michelle about this, like we chatted about it too, is using the notes. Like I and Troy talked about it in the live, that the hashtags that I use are in my notes. So when I do my Instagram post, I just go copy, paste the notes and the hashtags in there. Because in the business manager, you can do Facebook and Instagram at the same time, right? So I go and I do my Facebook and my Instagram posts at the same time. And then I go back in and I edit all my Instagram posts and put the hashtags in, because you don't need the hashtags on Facebook.
Oh, do you mind sharing your hashtags?
No. And some of them say like, I am Adrienne. So you don't want to use that one. And one of them said Coal Cave, because that's what we call our office, the Coal Cave, because we're the Coals. So you could just change of them. Troy has some too. He created some. I think you shared the list, didn't you, Troy? You're muted, hon.
No, I didn't. I'm doing that right now in the group because these ones that I looked at, I used a hashtag app that I said, because my friend who is into the business said, you want 10 that are 5,000K or less. You want 10 that are in between 5,000K and 1 million. And then you want 10 that are a million or more. So these ones here, when I looked at Paparazzi, they fluctuate. And so these are the ones that I've created it's the list based on what that app said and what the number of hashtags they were.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So I'll send mine. I'll just send them to you in Messenger, Denisha, and then you can edit them so that you'll have them for yourself. And what was the other one? And even when I go live, I have my website is in my notes, so I just copy and paste because I believe in working smart, not hard. So I think that's the only thing I do in the business manager. Do you do anything else in the business manager, Troy, to make that easy?
No, but I just shared it. No, that's basically what I do.
Okay.
What Denisha said. And I just shared the ones that like I said, I just put it in our group in Messenger. Like I said, like Adrian says, there's some that are, well, actually, these ones are not very specific, but these are the ones that I looked up that fall into those categories. Like I'm always checking them every week just to see if there's anything that's changed to build on that. And the one like I love about it is when you use it, you can click on your insights on your post and you can see which ones have been searched through hashtags. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you which specific hashtag it was found under, but they have, like I said, that app that I had. I subscribed for it a little bit just to see it, but now I have the free version again. And you can see, like it tells you, you can research and say, okay, if I want to go paparazzi consultant, it'll pull up all the hashtags and it'll tell you, 1 million posts, or some don't even have any. So, you want to have that fluctuate where there's a difference because you get up to 30 hashtags.
And then what you could do, I'm not super creative at it. I usually use the same ones, but I see some other people will they'll post their regular hashtags. And then if they're posting a lanyard, they'll add in one that says like hashtag lanyard, hashtag earrings. They'll add one at the end for to match whatever they're posting, just to give it another niche that they're going with. So that's all I have to say on that.
I have a question for you, Troy. Did you get your issue resolved with Facebook?
Oh my gosh. So that whole process was 2 weeks of stress, tons of email, because no one, like I said, no one could tell me who was in the fault.
Right. Uh-huh.
So finally, I just got a hold of Shopify. And when I met with Shopify, they just said, we're going to deactivate everything, because they couldn't understand why my Facebook was not syncing up. Everything else was, but it was just from Facebook. So we closed it and restarted fresh. So I spent about I think it was close to 2 hours with them on the phone. Very great support with Shopify. Amazing. He sat here, he guided me. We restarted everything. Facebook, Instagram, Messenger are all set up. Facebook marketing are all set up. Within a few days, everything started to work perfectly.
So
everything started to work perfectly, where when I add an item or I change an item, it automatically pops up. I can do my shop live. All my items are showing up. I mean, I have no problem with them at all. And I just, speaking of that, I have to respond to an email from Facebook because they asked me about it and let them know, because they looked at it, because I realized that I had to do my upload filing maybe daily because I don't have a lot of items always popping up. So there was always those upload errors because I didn't have any new items. There was no new changes or anything. So I've had to do it to where I pushed it. I think I actually pushed it weekly. But now, like if I go in and add stuff up, it automatically does it for me where I don't have to worry about that. But everything's showing up. I mean, it's working now.
Well, I asked you because my issue is still not resolved. It is the most absolutely ever. So the same as you, I'm only having some of my products. Like I think I have over products that's loaded, but there's only 600 and something that's actually pulling up. So what I did was with Shopify, we went into like the edit bulk, and we had deactivated everything, and then we redid everything. And she said that normally works. It did more than what I had before. However, it's still solve it. And then I still have not got my domain approved for Instagram. Like I still cannot do Instagram shop.
Mhm.
Figure out what is going on. Like I connected with GoDaddy. We did that. The person from Shopify, hey, you just need to file an appeal. Went through the appeal process, haven't heard from anybody, and they said it was going to be 3 to 5 days or whatever, full days. It's just been a mess, and I'm like, am I not saying the right things? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they know what I'm asking for, but it is the most frustrating thing. So right, happiest that I'm going to be. I know it's going to be there once everything is working greatly, but I'm like, it's so hard for me to be excited about my store right now because it's not working the way I need it to work, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad I'm running and great. That's gonna be the pebble in my shoe all week, but that's what I plan on working on is getting that caught up. So annoying. But good for you. I'm glad yours is done though.
Yeah, they finally did it. So I was excited about it. So I was like, okay, can't complain.
And then Troy had to figure out where the issue was. Was it a Shopify issue or was it a Facebook issue? And once he figured out whose issue it was, that's why I think he solved his problem.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a Shopify issue then?
No, well, we don't know. In all honesty, we don't know. We think it was a Facebook issue that wasn't clarified. So like I said, so the one thing that we did is we had to go to Facebook. We had to find out which file it was because it did deal with something with the pixels. Because when I started up my shop using Square instead of Shopify, there was created. And then when I created Shopify, it created a new pixel. So I think that was something there. So we deleted that. I had to create a new administrator under the account because it was tied to my my Instagram I don't even use much. So it was tied in there. So there was just a lot of different weird things that were connected. And so he just said, why don't you just go ahead and let's just restart the process? Like, let's deactivate everything. And then he says, I know you're probably going to hate to do this, but it was a good learning moment for me at that because I took away some things to make sure. So we went through and reactivated. Facebook was active again. It was active. Then my Instagram was active. And then the Facebook marketing was active. So everything aligns up as active. And then I had to wait I had to wait 48 hours for Facebook to approve my shop again, which they did. It fell into compliance. And then it was just like, boom, everything just works out now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was a little challenging at the beginning because I was, like, I wanted to be the one to fix it, but I couldn't figure out where it was at, where the error was at. But to tell you the truth, I don't even remember where the error was at. We just started fresh and boom, it was done.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have some work cut out for me for sure.
Did you have to reload your inventory?
Nope.
Okay.
Shopify had everything. It was just that you had to reactivate your pairing with Facebook. That's all we did. So like when you go to your channels, that's what we had to do. We had to just restart we had to delete the channel and then just restart the channel. And then everything worked from there.
So that might be something you tell them, like, because that would be my issue is I don't want to reload my inventory in Shopify because that took me forever. So as long as I don't have to do that and it's just a disconnect and reconnect to get everything right, maybe that's what you have to do with them, Denisha. But I would definitely want to have someone at Shopify walk me through doing that because I don't know enough about the system to know that I'm doing it right. So
and finding what the problem is the hard part, to figure out because that's the struggle. Like Troy was saying, I can't even. At least if I know who to go to, we could kind of sort it out. But I'm bouncing back and forth between Shopify and Facebook because nobody knows. Like, so yeah. I just else I wanted to talk to you guys about. But go ahead. I'll try to remember.
Try to remember. No problem. The main point of the meeting was that we're starting this new year right now. You guys know this is the new year for Paparazzi. What are your goals going to be? And I was reflecting on it, thinking that our goal, we don't really have to think about like building a team. The team will come, people will see us. But let's talk about like life of the party for next year. Where do you guys want to be in regards to your life of the party goals? Because to me, we're all pretty strong. You can just rely on yourself. What can you sell? What can you buy? Where do you want to be? If you know that you, Denisha, were gold this year, what are you thinking? What is your dream? What is your vision for yourself for a year from now for life of the party and your business? What do you think? And Troy, too, as we reflect and think, where do you want to be? And one of the resources I put in the team was this paper. I don't know if you guys remember it, where you can see all the colors or the ranks or the levels down on this side. And then, do you remember this? It's in the page somewhere. It tells all the levels down here of life of the party. And then Michelle Cullen says life of the party silver for her. And then it tells you how many pieces you have to sell per day, per month. And then it tells you the most important thing to me is the last column. It tells you how much money you would be profiting in a year. Okay. So I want you guys to think about that. It shows that you're really working your business in its purest form because you're just relying on you and what you're willing to do.
Yep. So I can answer your question. My goal is to hit platinum next year.
I like that.
I know how you leveled up and had me level up twice last year, and I exceeded the goal. So I'm super excited about that. But so now it's like dreaming monumental. There's no back, and get to where I was, regardless if my circumstances change or not. I literally got to where I was in gold by my sales and reinvesting and doing everything that I should have been doing with my business. So therefore, if I could just hit that thing on repeat and just go a little harder, I love that. I love that the grid thing that they sent out this week. I saw two different versions of it, but that really gave perspective as far as the numbers that you should be selling on a daily basis in order for you to be able to reach these goals. And like to break it down even simpler, I thought they could even put down like how much you should reinvest. You know what I'm saying? That would have been nice to see a visual like that too. I mean, I'm sure we could do that ourselves, but just, you know what I mean, for somebody that just could use that help, that would have been really helpful too. But anyway, so yeah, that platinum is definitely my goal personally. I would like to add on really 3 more people, and I'm saying 3. It might not seem like a lot. 1 is a struggle sometimes, but I'm focused on me and myself, and I think that's the reason why I appreciate this business so much, because it allows us to be successful depending on ourselves. So we have 2 ways to bring in the money, you know what I mean? And really I cannot always count on that right side, but the left side, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, it's gonna work. So yeah, so I'm just gonna focus on that. I think everybody then continuously see that, coming into another year, to be 2 years doing the business next year, and it's like the consistency, all that stuff is just gonna fall into place. But focusing on me, myself, and what I gotta do is crucial. I mean, and most importantly, and I'm gonna land the plane here. I'm gonna land the plane here, like Glenn says. Um, Most importantly is creating systems, as you guys shared last time when we were in our meeting. There's so much things that could be done automated, to where we should not be working as hard as we're working, because when we start working harder, it really takes the fun out of everything, so really use your resources, utilize the tools that are there for us on all these different platforms. And that is my goal on every business that I'm doing, is just to really, really utilize those tools, so you can then put your focus on, if you enjoy going live more, then you could be live more, because all that other stuff is taken care of for you already, all that back office work that we do for ourselves. So and that's how I plan to get to platinum this year, is just utilizing my tools, show more jewelry, show more jewelry, show more jewelry, and then keep going live more. So yep, that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it.
You're funny. You're funny. But I agree with you, like having systems in place. And that's what I'm learning from Troy, too, is like the things we have in place. If you do it, it only takes about an hour in the day, not the live part, but the daily tasks that we have to do. They only take about an hour, and then I can do my grocery shopping. I can go get my nails done, go to lunch with my mom. You know what I mean? Spend time with my family, but I still can sell my jewelry and have my income still flowing. And I do like relying on myself, right? And then Troy, what was yours? What do you think? Denisha dropped out for a second.
Well, when we were talking about that, I was saying just to hit bronze, but when you brought up that idea that we were talking about what's achievable when you're looking at that document, like what your piece is, if you make this profit, if I want to make $20,000, I'm going to have to go for, or $25,000, I'm going to have to hit, Life of the Party gold.
Right.
I mean, why, like you said, what, if I hit bronze, that's what I want to make in a year is just only $5,000. I get that, and if that's where you achieve, the way I see it is if that's what your goal is, then go for it. But if you're looking like, hey, I want to hit this is what I like to make additional on top of what I do, $35,000 in that year, then, platinum's going to be, and it breaks it down. You're going to have to sell this many pieces a day. And this is what I was talking to you with the other day when we had our chat is Denisha said, you have to have your system in place.
Right.
And then you have to take action with your system.
Right.
You can't just say, here's what my system's going to look, and then think it's going to do it on its own. You have to take that action on it, right? So I didn't sell 43 pieces today. All right, well then tomorrow, what am I going to do? I'm not going to write off yesterday's loss. I'm going to say, okay, now I need to push it and build it. So, and that's again, so if you're looking at 43 pieces, and I'm looking at the thing, so 43 pieces a day, all right, well, then you have to take into consideration, well, if I'm not going live every day, then that multiplies per show.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have that goal. This is what I need to achieve. Okay, so if you go live 2 times out of the day, okay, so what are you going to do next? If you didn't reach that goal, okay, I'm going to have to work extra hard, or how am I going to do it? Do I need to push more out there? And it's like Siki says because I was watching a training this morning. I love how she says it, and I think this is where we lose, is that we think, and this has been my mindset, is like, oh, I need more viewers because then I'll sell more. Well, if you have good 5 people on there and they buy 10 pieces at a time, that's the thing. You go from there. And I think that's where, for me, I'll remind myself of that, but then I get caught into the business that I lose sight of that going, okay, I maybe only had 3 people on the show, but guess what? Those 3 people bought.
Right.
So
wait, the other part, they paid. What if you had 40 people on and none of them paid for their stuff too? That's exactly. The other side too.
And what are you striving for? You want 40 more people? Okay. Right. But the question is, you got 40 more views, but do those people buy? And when those people buy, do they pay?
Right.
I see that. It's a double fold on that, but you really have to sit down and think when you're approaching your show, which has been my problem, because I've shared this with you. My frustration is like, well, I only had 2 people show up, but then I have to look and say those 2 people bought.
Mm-hmm.
I sold,
right.
But I'm focused on, I need to have more viewers, because I'm thinking if I have more viewers, I'm going to sell more. No, mm-hmm. You got to really embrace and see key. And she said that in her training this morning, I was watching, because she was talking about her growing her Instagram. I took away some ideas that, it's going to take some time on me, but I'm going to try it out. Cause she her thought, try this out and go from there, because this woman has a successful business, she's got where it's at. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm going to say. Okay. What's the harm of trying out this week just to see?
It can't hurt anything.
It can't hurt anything. And her thing was, and I know you've shared this, Adrienne, about like the time. So like today, I've already got my mind thinking going, okay, I have a mannequin. I don't use much, but then I also have, small. So I'm going to set up and I'm going to do 5 pictures that are going to be my pictures that I've taken. And I'm going to set up 5 different sets, take those, they're already done, have them scheduled on my business, post them, and get them running, because that's what she talked about, and I was thinking, like she says, the stock photos, but we also got to take in consideration that the stock photos, everyone's using those. So the algorithm will play differently. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Facebook. And I know that it's like, okay, so where am I going to find time to take it? Well, if I sit down and say, I'm going to do 1 hour and I'm just going to say this hour, I'm going to take 5 photos of 5 sets. And those are the ones I'm going to just post and build, at least, that's why it's different so that people can see that. So that was a takeaway on there. So for me, going live to the party, it's not always lives that are going to be the ones to sell. It's going to be your photos as well, and just pushing your website.
Denisha wanted to add something to your thought.
One thing that stood out to me, what you said, Troy, and I think that it just needs to be repeated, is we're talking life of the party goals and what we're going to do to get there. So, were you saying that if you had a goal today and it was to sell 43 pieces, and let's say you didn't sell 43 pieces, man, we can't sit here and ignore the fact that you didn't sell 43 pieces today. That means that you're going to add whatever number you didn't sell yesterday, you're going to add that to today's goal. And that right there is being, oh, you have to be hard on yourself. You know, you got to set those goals for yourself, hard for yourself, and but let that roll over. Now, I think I do this naturally because I don't have my, you know, to sell a day. I don't always do that. And so holding yourself accountable to that and figuring out ways to get those pieces sold, that's something that we have to put ourselves, hold ourselves accountable to each and every day. So I think that I've been naturally doing it, you know, not really acknowledging it to myself. This is the first time me actually verbalizing it, but definitely I need to hold myself accountable too every day. But that's how you're actually going to get to your goal. You can't let those slide. You know, no, sir, you didn't sell that today. For you to be where you need to be tomorrow, you better get your butt up. And another live, another album sale, another messenger party, whatever it is that you have to do. Trust me, get creative to figure out how to get it done. So that was a great point, Troy. Thank you. And then it was something else I was going to ask. When you guys do your photo drops, right? Or what do you call photo drops? Right? Is that what they're called?
Wall drops.
Wall drops. That's what I meant. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you guys start the wall drops off, I did this at the very beginning and forgot. Do you guys warn everybody first, like send a graphic that says, "Hey, wall drops coming, starting now," or anything, or is it just that?
I schedule mine, and I told Troy this morning I was gonna schedule mine because I think we were talking about being too spammy, and so I used to do mine every 90 minutes, and I think this week I'm just gonna do them 9 a.m., noon, 4 p.m., and 9 p.m., and that's it.
Okay.
And before I was doing them 9, 10:30, 12, 1:30, 2:30, like it was every 90 minutes. And I think that was too frequent.
And the reason I told Adrian that is because, like I said, I have a friend that I've been resourcing who's into this business. She works it, and that's what she said. Because I was asking her about, posting, and she says you should post no more than, she says, between 2 to 4 times a day. She said because then you won't come across spammy. Because any more than that, like I hear, and this is where she opened my mind is, a lot of the stuff that we're doing is what worked at the very beginning, but things have changed since they started this, that they're catching on. So you got to understand it that the algorithms and everything evolve every day. So she's like saying, well, if that's what's been teaching, she says, and she asked me, when was that document printed? I said 2019. She goes, now 2021. She goes, so it's already changed in 2 years. And so she says, her recommendation is to get the best bang out of it. The best success was, 2 to 4 posts a day, that way. And she says post every 4 hours. She goes, because that way it has a different, which changed the idea that you post every 90 minutes. Because you got to think about this. How many consultants are out there? 400,000, right?
Right.
Roughly. They're doing the exact same thing every 90 minutes. So think about how that algorithm is affecting, how they can get lost. And also, too, she says you got to be careful because when you become part spammy, you won't even know that you're spammy and you can be hindered and Facebook would never notify you.
Right.
Instagram, they'll shadow ban you. Glenn talked about that. They'll shadow ban you and you don't even know you're shadow banned.
Right.
So you've got to think smart about it. It's like, okay, when I post, I've got to do this at least 2 times or 3 times or 4 times a day so that you don't get those.
Right. What happened?
You're muted.
Oh, am I?
No, Denisha.
Oh, Denisha's muted.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Josh. Sorry.
Oh, okay. And I was going to tell you guys, that's why, so going back to the life of the party goal, like this goal tracker, my goal is platinum as well. So Denisha, don't be messing with me, girl. Platinum, baby, platinum. And if you use the goal tracker, I have it double-sided because 500 plus 500 is 1,000. And on this sheet, To get to platinum, you need to sell 1,111 pieces every month.
Yep.
So if I use this and I fill it in a month, then I'm on track, right? Because I can make up 11 pieces here or there, right? So that's why I'm like, I use this every month, and that's going to keep me on track, because you got to be, to me, I'm visual. I don't know how you guys, I got to be able to see it. And then my customers keep me accountable, because every Sunday when I go live, I give them an update. And they're like, where you at, girl? Where you at? We need to know. And I'm like, and I always do a disclaimer too. I'm not asking you all to buy 500 pieces of jewelry. But if you want to buy 500, please let me know. I have a website. It's azabling.com.
Boom.
But I'm asking you to share my business with your friends and family and help me reach my goals. And they're like, okay, we got you. We got you. I'm sharing you. You know what I mean? Because they want to see you succeed. And especially our fellow minorities want to promote minority businesses and get us out there in the community. So you never know what your friends and family will do to help you succeed.
Right. I love
So
it.
that's why I use that goal tracker. So I was looking for it.
You mentioned that, Adrian. You mentioned that. I saw a post from Miss Marilyn that came across, and she says the same thing. She said, when you open a restaurant, do you just invite strangers? No, you invite your family and your friends to come to your restaurant.
Right.
She says, when you do this, do you invite these particular people, or do you invite family and friends? So she says, the question is, are you inviting your family and friends in? Are you bringing them in? Because they're going to be the ones that are going to support you.
Right.
I think we lose that. We want strangers. You
Right.
know, don't think about the family and friends and really asking them, saying, hey, I'm growing a business. I would really appreciate your support. You can come in, invite some people. You don't have to buy, but just show up.
Right. And that's all I'm asking you. Show up, comment, play the games. You don't have to spend any money. Just be there for me. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I was off topic, but I'm like Denisha. If I don't tell y'all now, I'm going to forget.
Yep. Call was great. Thank you guys. I ask a question. I went back to my compliance workbook, and I looked up some things for compliance, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm not misreading anything. Everything that I read was correlating with can't do two multi-level marketing businesses at the same time. Anything like conjunction with paparazzi, basically. So they're not saying you can't do two of them, but they just can't together. I can't be selling one thing and then I do this too at the same time. But as far as us having a business and promoting our business on our personal website that has nothing to do with a multi-marketing like that, I didn't see anything like that. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't misread or anything like that. Do you know offhand?
I don't. The only thing I've heard, and I would suggest you email compliance.
Yes.
The only thing I've heard is that you cannot promote on the same page. So if you're promoting paparazzi on your personal page, this is only what I've heard. So it could have changed because this was like 2 years ago, right? When I signed up. Say you have a clothing line. Can you promote that clothing line on Denisha Kennard's page? So that's the only thing I would want to know. And I would just email them. They answer pretty quickly.
Oh, they don't, but I will email them.
They answered me, so I'm just going off of my own experience.
Yeah, based off of my experience, they take forever. So I'm like,
well, I thought they didn't answer my convention question, and they had. I just didn't see it. They answered me right away. And I was like, they don't ever answer, Jenny. You better find out for me. And she's like, I'll ask in Elite Services. So that's another avenue for you. If you feel like you're not getting an answer, send your question to Jenny and have her ask in Elite Services, because she might get a quicker response than us.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm not completely sure. I don't want to give you misinformation.
No problem.
Because it's about some people are just nasty and they like to tell on people.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just I want to do it the right way as well.
Right.
But I wouldn't think, I literally read it and I was trying to read it the opposite way and try to re-dissect it. And I'm like, I don't see anything where it says that I cannot promote my a business on my personal page where that paparazzi is, because it's nothing to do with the two.
Mhm.
Do you have the paragraph? Because you could send it to me and I can read it and see if I can just copy and paste it and send it to me and I can read it and see if I can interpret it, and we can send it to Jenny, and Jenny will tell you. She'll
Okay.
tell you. And
Okay.
then we can have her send it to compliance too, because I just want to do it right. I'm not a rule breaker. I'm a rule follower. That's just who I am as a person, and that's just how I run my life.
Right. Right. Get it, got it.
And
Right?
you got to understand too that it's a lot of legal jargon, so you have to understand the legal standpoint on that, because they tend to be very broad. But we want to get the specifics on it. But that's a good question, because I've heard that my interpretation is that you can't be on your personal page selling it works, and then you come later on, hours later, and you're doing paparazzi.
Right, and that's clear.
Yeah, you can't do that, because you have to stick to one platform. But if you have a business page that is paparazzi, and then if you have a business page that's It's Works, that's where you can go live, because it's specific to that business. It's just that your personal profile is that, and that's the hard part is, because we're so used to doing everyone with personal profile. Is our goal is that we want to build that business, and so you go, and that's where you have that leverage in the business world. Is like, well, if Denisha comes on and Nini's doing It Works, well, your business page, so that's your clientele. I don't know. It's interesting because wasn't there at the time also too. The other thing these would be good questions, because that high profile consultant at one time got in trouble because she's recruiting people from paparazzi to go to another direct marketing. So that got her canceled. So it's just we have to really know those particulars, because we're all entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs are going to jump into different entrepreneurial things.
Right. And the other thing that people have said in the past is you should email compliance your question so you have it in writing for you personally,
right
in your name. And that's important too. So that's why I would do it. So yeah. So to me, all right. And then Denisha Michelle is saying she said she understands it the way you said it. So just find out, and then you'll be clear.
Yeah, because it's nothing. So I'm restarting my meal prepping business and ready to relaunch that. But I wanted to make sure me advertising it on my business page, two different things. Like, I'm nothing multi-marketing. This is something I'm doing solely by,
But it would be, so you're saying it would be on a meal prepping business page. That's different than a personal page.
Mm-hmm.
I have my business page, because all my friends knew what I used to do. So it's like kind of just the rumor's true. I'm opening back up on my personal page, but I want to put it on. But then I would let everybody know, here's my business page. This is where you can go get all the details, all the coming soon stuff coming. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure by me posting that is not an issue, which I don't think it is, but I'll find out. So that's what I want.
Yeah, and I encourage you to do that, right? Be multifaceted, right? Multiple streams of income. So just get your email out there, girl. Right? That's what Cameron would say. Heard. He says that mess all the time because he works in the kitchen. I'm like, Cameron, take out the trash. Heard. He's such a nerd. I'm looking through my notes to see. Well, you guys don't have this issue. It's my life of the party continued discussion. Have inventory. Buy at least 10 pieces a day. I don't think anybody on this stream. Michelle says, yes, multiple streams of income, my friends. And that even if you can only buy 10 pieces a day, your goal is to be mixing in the new pieces with the old pieces, because then people will get a new look at something and be like, oh, yeah, that's a great set right there. I didn't even know those things went together, because Glitzy by association will go with multiple things. You don't know it until they come in, and then you can sell them again.
No, not now.
So that was it about life of the party. But it just like every time I watch her, and I know you guys agree, like we might get to see her in person.
See, she's my head, right? Like she don't even know how cool we are. Like I've been watching ever since I saw her on Training with Rock Stars. I've been a fan. Like I just felt like I instantly can, and it's to the point like we're so much alike to where I'll watch a live that she did, and I don't even follow her. I don't follow anybody. To be honest with you, I'm like
Right.
I'm a poster and ghoster these days. So
Right.
anyway, I'll happen to get back on, and then she'll be on a live, and she'll say some of the things that I said on my live, and I'm like, is she watching? Like our lingo, we are so similar, so similar. So yeah, I can't wait. I hope I run into her, and I definitely want to meet Erica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But see, I like C Key's authenticity more than Erica Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I don't know, there's just a different vibe.
And honestly, those two you can't even compare. I don't think. I mean, they're not even the same. You can't even put them in.
Right.
They're too different. They're both great at what they do, but they're different. Different. Yeah, but
Mhm.
I understand. I don't know who she was mad at lately, but
Who, Erica? Oh yeah. She's like cutthroat, man.
I was like, somebody pissed her off. Wow. But yeah, she's stunted. That's for sure. She has a beautiful home and all the things. She got a mush it in whoever's face, so whoever pissed her off is shutting
Because
them down.
look, Denisha, I was trying to like rewind the live to see who it was, and I couldn't figure out. I was like, somebody did something.
I think she could be talking about another paparazzi person.
Right.
That,
No, I think it was a consultant,
mhm.
but
Yeah.
I couldn't figure. I was like, I hope it wasn't me because I just got here.
Right, right.
Who did it? Who made Mama mad? Because somebody's getting a switch.
Oh, look, somebody shook that tree, girl. I was like, woo.
It was bad, Troy. It was bad. You knew somebody was in trouble, and everybody was like quiet.
Yeah. I'm like, I popped open Facebook. She going in for somebody's jugular. God.
She was upset.
Someone's going.
Troy, you wanted to share the board. Don't forget the board.
Oh
'Cause
yes.
we
So
only have 7 minutes.
I found this and discovered off of Facebook, and it's free PDFs. But this is my board. So it's called. There's two sections to it. This one's called the 3 Gs. It's intentional. This is what I want to happen. And then
Uh-huh.
you've got what's called the manifested, which is you can see that nothing's there yet to measure or anything that's occurred. But you have what's called the gratitude goals, you have the growth goals, and you have the giving goals. And then so she gives you the pre-made, like, if you want to do something, as you can see up there, I mean, it's probably backwards, but there are things that such as like, I would like to, I'm going to do 50 posts. That's what my intention is to do, is 50 posts. And then whatever comes out of it, what have I manifested? You put down what you do. So I've been looking like at it a week. Like, this is my week goal. This is what I want to try to do this week. I want to do 50 posts this week. I want to try to get 10, new customers. I mean, it's all that. And then whatever you manifested after the week, you keep challenging, and then you can update this part as well. There's a whole document. I mean, she gives you everything that you can cut. You also have a document where you can write your very own blank, and it was all free. I mean, I saw it off of Facebook. She gave it away for free. But it's really good. So like, I have things that are both for paparazzi and my other business, my life coaching, just really meshing those and building it. But I finally got to put it together. And I mean, I started looking things like, okay, this is what I want. Growing goals are your personal attributes. What are you trying to overdo? What do you want to work on? Then you got your giving goals. Like, I'm going to do like 100 live streams. That's my goal. That's my giving back. It's to give 100 live streams. And then like a gratitude is, I'm grateful that I made $300, and she gives you where you can do it. So like, if I made 300, okay, I can go and cut the little square out and make, now say my goal is now 600 and put that up there. So the thing about it is the 3G goals these are your intentions. These are what you're shooting for and going from there. And then you can monitor it with your milestone manifest. It means this is where I hit, and this is what I want to do weekly.
Okay.
Okay. So at the end of the week, I'm going to look and say, where did I do it? And you write your dates on the very bottom of when you applied and said, this is what, me being the person that I am, is I'm big on intentions. When you put it out there and you make the intention of it, it happens.
I think it was good. To me, it was good because you can just print it, cut it out, and stick it. You don't have to write anything. And then also, I thought it was valuable because it has different levels. You can start at like 5 posts. Okay, let's start with little baby steps. Then you can go to like 10. Then you can go to 20. So, like, no matter where you are in your social media level, you can just like start small and then grow and grow and grow.
And the thing that I love, like Adrian saying there, is when I was doing mine, you know, because like I said, she has the document and you can reprint them as many times once you got the free, and I can share it. I shared it with Adrian. The one thing is, I was looking at the stuff like, oh, okay, this week I could do 5 posts. Well, I already know I could do 5 posts. Why am I trying to put something on the board that I already know I can achieve? So my challenge was, I mean, I already know, but okay, have I published 50 videos? No, I haven't done that yet. So my week this week is to publish 50 videos.
50.
That's when, and so, like I said, why am I going to set myself? Because I know I'm capable of, you know, I guess I was going to push, like I'm capable of 10. But then I don't want it, because I want the satisfaction to say, oh, because I did 10, because I know I'm capable of 10. So my goal is to push myself, but my videos are going to be over 3 different areas: the 2 business pages and Instagram. That's where it's all 50 videos together.
Okay.
So, you know, if I'm looking at 2 videos on Facebook, 2 videos on Instagram, you know, 2 times a day, and I do the math, all this stuff, I know that's plausible, but I'm not going to set my bar low. And it's like when we talk in education, Adrian, is I know what my bar is. I'm going to have to scaffold my way there, but I'm not going to set the bar low. Exactly. To say, like, really, are you going to put down, oh, I'm going to have 1 Facebook post? We do that every day. We do 3 a day. So you're going to look and say, so I sat down and said, how am I doing many an average in a week? And I said, now I'm going to say, where do I want to be? That's what I'm intending. And so that's what I love about it. And like you said, you can go in and she has them 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I mean, she even has it where the money is like, you know, just up to millions. I mean, that's right. And I love it is that you don't have to sit and write them out. You don't have to sit there and contemplate the ideas. She gives you all of them where you think like, oh, that's a pretty good one. I never thought about that.
Right. No, I like it a lot. I like it. And I know you emailed it to me. I'll add it to the files in the group and then people can access it. I just think, you know, you can't make it any easier than that. Print it, cut it out, get you a glue stick at the dollar store, and let's go make your goals for the new Paparazzi year. So,
question before we go. Is there any I when I chatted with Mandy briefly, she was like, just follow Marilyn and she'll let you know like all the little side things. Like you heard about the little mansion party she's trying to coordinate.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, do you have any sidebars type things we're going to be like? How are we all, because we're not staying in the same place. So I just want to kind of have an idea or how we plan on coordinating everything where we can link, not all the time because we'll be doing our own thing too, but you know what I mean? Like to where we can kind of.
We could do, I guess there's me, you, Troy, Michelle, Valerie. We could just create a separate messenger chat for the convention. Okay. That way we won't be bothering everybody else and keep it simple that way. We won't get there. Me and Valerie won't get there until Wednesday.
Which is
we won't be there until Wednesday either.
The 3rd or the 4th? 3rd.
That's the 3rd.
Yeah.
We won't get there until Wednesday evening.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then we're not leaving until Sunday.
Right. Yeah. Same.
So, and I can't remember the name we're staying, the Blue or the Rue or something. Rue 36, I think is the name of the place. But yeah, the only thing I planned on attending is whatever Marilyn has planned for Saturday, and Michelle's saying she'll be there in spirit. Michelle Cullen. I want to go to Marilyn's thing. That doesn't mean I'm going to stay at Marilyn's thing. Because it is Vegas, baby.
Hello.
Just being very clear and transparent. It is Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize how this is how oblivious I've been. The days run together. Okay. I'm thinking like I didn't think about my hair. All I needed is my hair done. I'm working out. So I'm sweating. I'm like, I need my hair done. Well, I'm like, normally I give thought into everything when it comes to my hair, my clothes. And I'm like, was this a style that I wanted my hair to be in? I'm like, well, I guess it has to be now. It's 2 weeks away. What?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting my hair done on next Sunday because you got to plan this stuff in advance.
So
Troy, do you understand? We
I'm
have to
getting
plan.
my hair done next week.
boom. You see what I'm saying? It's all in, and I'm like, OMG. So anyway, this is how my hair be. I was like, okay, I didn't even think about it, but I'm not getting it redone again. We're not backtracking. It's already be one
Well,
thing.
at least, but Denisha, you can put that up in a high bun and it'll look very glamorous for the ball. That's all I think about is like, can I be fancy and can I be casual, right? And so, but yeah, and you gotta have a black and white outfit. Make sure you have comfortable shoes because there'll be a lot of walking because it's in the convention center.
Right.
And it's gonna be hot.
Say that.
It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot.
With a big purse, and that puts her heels in her shoe, and because I'm cute with my heels on, girl. Like that's just what I do.
But I will have on comfy shoes. I'll look cute, but my feet will be comfortable.
Oh.
And I'm what am I gonna do with this?
What Jocelyn say?
And she's like, Jocelyn's like, and what am I gonna do about this gala? She can't wear no heels. You know, in a car accident.
She better have on some Keds like the rest of us and keep it simple.
Right. She said, she is laughing. She said, yep, with a long dress on. I'm weak. That is too funny.
That's why I told you I have my nice top from Ashley Stewart, the floral top, and I'm looking for like a long maxi skirt to go with it so I can have on some tennis shoes.
I'll tell
you
a boutique called Curvy Closet. Girl, I just told you a secret now. I'm not gonna say it again. You better keep counting. No, I'm kidding.
Where is it? Can I go to it? Where is it?
I think she's based. No, you gotta go on the web. I don't know where she's based. Detroit, Georgia. South.
I need the outfit you have on. Excuse me. I need that.
Oh, girl, this is a comfortable. This is like, this is at rate $10 the whole set.
Where did you get it?
Rainbow. The rainbow goes up to 5X, girl.
Rainbow is way out. There's no rainbow in West Valley.
Really? Not a really? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna go to the South Side?
I ain't going to the ghetto now.
Girl, you gotta come to the hood. You gotta come, girl. Discounts and all these cute.
Wait, is there a rainbow in Levine? Because I got to go to work on Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I might have to go.
Yeah.
You see, I can rock that. Me and Denisha gonna be twins at the convention.
Like 3 different colors. They're so they're just cool.
I like that the strap covers the bra.
Yeah, even with sleeves. I have one with sleeves, and they are biker shorts. I was never a fan of wearing my legs out, but I'm stepping out these days. But they have them in different styles. This is like the most comfortable but yet cute type of attire. This is
Troy's like, whatever, girls.
I'm just letting you ladies chat.
What did Michelle say? She said, "Have a great day, everyone." She's like done with us.
Question. I heard Marilyn saying something about tonight we're wearing gold too.
Yeah. So what I'm working on for us as a team, I'm working on team shirts.
Okay.
Okay. So we got to decide when we're going to wear them. That's why I asked for your sizes, and they will have gold glitter on them. Would you like to see what they're going to look like? Would you like to see the mock-up?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on. I got to go on my messages. It was Valerie's idea, so I hope you guys like them.
Yes.
Listen, she had me at the gold glitter.
Right.
Okay.
You guys had her attention at the gold glitter. She's like, let me see. Oh, boss up so hard that you have to remeet you, relearn you, and you know what? She know I'm in a t-shirt gang right now. You better come through.
That's going to be on our shirts in gold glitter. You like it, Troy?
I love that one. Boss up so hard that they'll have to re-meet you, relearn you, and re-know you.
Yes.
So hard that they will have to re-meet you, relearn you.
Oh, right. But wait. So my thing I just shared, was it you, Jocelyn? I just shared this week the other day. I said, you want your team to be so strong they don't know who the leader is?
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good one too.
No, like that. talking about. Okay. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
So that was all Valerie's idea. I was like, we need shirts that say that. And we're going to walk in with gold glitter on our shirts. And then whatever you told me, the lady who makes shirts for me, she said, whatever you wanted, you can get. So some people wanted a V-neck. Some people wanted a crew neck. She said she can do all of that. So like me, I like a V-neck. Okay. What is that, Denisha? What is that?
On the shoulder, or do I have to cut it myself?
I think you might have to cut it yourself, girl.
I might need a tank top because I'm thinking of some high-waisted jeans, cute gold belt.
Oh my God.
And
okay. I'm going to work on my list this week and I will reconfirm all shirt sizes and styles. Because I think Michelle said V-neck. Troy, I think you said, did you say V-neck?
Yeah.
And I think Valerie might have said crew neck. I got them all in my text messages. So I'll just reconfirm with everybody.
We doing razorback tops, but okay, get back to us.
Razorback, what?
A razorback or a tank top. I'm going to need that. Girl, we're going to hot ass Vegas, okay?
But you got to remember, you're going to be inside in a convention center where it's going to be 20 degrees.
And I'm going to have a jean jacket that is shredded up with shoulders. Trust me, listen.
You're doing too much now. You're doing too much.
Is this like your first time to Vegas?
No. Vegas,
but been to Vegas? You've never been to Vegas?
I've been to Vegas, but this is my first like real adult experience in Vegas. I went to convention before. That don't count. I didn't get a chance to experience Vegas like that. I went to Circus as a kid, you know?
Oh.
Right.
Troy, we gonna have to call her an Uber or something.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to let Cody know that this is your first time because Cody, we went to Vegas 5 times in 1 year.
Right.
Yeah. And now we're getting ready to move there in Arizona and only know that's 4 hours away. That's weekend trip, not 11-hour drive. It's weekend trip. So I'm just letting you know, girl.
Yeah. Let's go. I'm so excited, you guys.
It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. What day are you guys going to go?
Well, we're going, but after talking to Mandy, she was like, if you could get out on the first, go for registration purposes. She's like, because it is crazy to get registered. So I'm trying to decide if I can coordinate with my family to be able to have the kids for another extra day. I'm going to do that. But we do plan to stay Sunday, right? Did we do it to Sunday? What did we do it to? The 6th. So yeah, a whole week without no kids. I'm at the pool.
You be at the pool getting that caramel tan. That's what I'm talking about.
Girl, I'm telling you, it's about to be so fun. I can't.
It'll be amazing.
I was going to ask you guys about jewelry. Are you guys, what is your business the whole week?
Oh, wait. And that's the thing. Do you guys have, where's that necklace? Remember, we're supposed to be bringing this necklace. Troy, do you have that necklace handy? I know I just had
it. It's upstairs in my studio.
Hold on, I got it.
What? Fish one?
I feel like I just had it in my hand.
It's the 5-stone one, the 2 small, 2 medium, and the larger oil spill stoned.
I don't know where I put it. I just had it. All the world or something. Okay, I'll have to post a picture of it. I know I had it on my desk and now I can't find it. We were trying to have a necklace to wear together. I don't know where I put it, Troy. What was your question, Denisha? Oh, here it is right here. We were going to wear this one.
Oh.
Do you have it?
I didn't get that one.
I have some extras. I'll bring some extras.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cute. That will go with that glitzy by association silver earring too.
But this doesn't have gold in it, but the t-shirt has gold on it. But I'm bringing this one.
I just love that. Did you just sell it?
All right. Was that your question, Denisha?
No, I wanted to know business-wise, what do you plan on doing? You're not going to be gone for a whole week, but I was thinking about pre-recording some videos and doing them to do live. I just was curious to pick your brains to see what you guys are planning to do. Business still has to run out there, and I don't want to be focused on that. I am planning to go live several times. I can bring some jewelry, but I'm not trying to flood my car with it. I'm not trying to transport. I don't want to. I don't want to do all of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I did it when we went out of town for our first vacation,
Uh-huh.
and I did see a consultant share a video about how she packs up like 20 pieces of jewelry in Ziploc bags for each day that she's gone. You could try and do that if you want to, or you could just do like, I'm gone and I'm going to go live from the convention and tell you about my day and just do wall drops of jewelry that you have in stock.
Yeah.
But I was going to use we're getting ready to go out of town the end of the month as a family. And I was going to try and use that as a trial run to see if I could record some videos and see how my customers react to that.
Okay. Okay.
Because I don't want to be not live for a super long time.
That's true. Yeah. Josh said, what if we just did flash sales every day that we're there? And
that's what she was saying. And I could like share her video. You guys know who Mandy is of Sugar Bee Bling?
Watch. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she had a good idea. And since we're driving to Vegas, it's something we could do where you have a bag, a small roller suitcase that you have 4 days of jewelry packed where you could do one flash sale a day. That wouldn't be that much work.
Yeah. Okay. I think I got my idea there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Josh did do that. She toted her stuff all the way to Atlanta, like a whole lot of stuff. She was gone for 2 weeks.
That's a lot. But I mean, she has a very thriving business. I don't know that I need to bring that much stuff. But I was really thinking it wasn't that hard for me to bring what I bought. And I did sell jewelry while I was gone. So it was worth it.
Right. Okay. Just an idea. All right. Well, thank you, friends.
All right. Good chat as always.
Or
enjoy that salad. You know you shouldn't be eating that dressing that came with it.
You know what? If I called a cheat, that's cool. But girl is over here getting real slim cute, okay? And if this is salad dressing, it ain't hurt me yet. But I'm eating this salad dressing, okay?
You're so crazy.
They didn't took everything else from me. Let me have this damn salad.
Right?
Oh my goodness, you're so crazy. All right, you guys. I will see you later. Goodbye. Love you. Bye, Jocelyn.
Bye.
Bye.